Hey, what's up you guys? This is Sierra, also known as Cali Curls. Welcome back to my channel. I went ahead and put my hair in a protective style. I did it myself. This is my second time doing it this type of way on myself, and you know, practice makes perfection. So, you know, with this being my second time, I am not mad about the results. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump into it, let you guys know exactly how I got this protective style. Okay, so at this point, I shampooed and conditioned my hair, and now I'm blow drying my hair with a natural olive oil as a natural heat sealant resistant type of thing. Yeah, I didn't have a real one, so I was just working with what I had. And then I sectioned off my hair into smaller sections and just slightly trimmed my hair. I didn't need that much of a trim because I am transitioning into, you know, having thicker hair because my hair is breaking off really bad towards the end. So I'm just like, I'm gonna trim as I go. I don't need to cut off too much. At this point, I'm using olive oil on my black elastic rubber bands that I'm going to be adding at my roots and at the end of my protective style. I learned this off of Lavishly Brittany. I'll attach her information below. Her videos are so bomb, and she's just very precise when it comes to explaining things, so I'll attach her information down below. You guys should definitely subscribe to her YouTube channel. Okay, at this point, this is where I am going to be sectioning off my hair. Now, this had to be probably the part where I struggled most with. I had a little mirror and everything too. I was just struggling with sectioning off my hair. So that's why my parts were not perfect. And I commend those people that give themselves perfect parts. I cannot see how they do it. So right here at this point, I'm using the olive oiled dipped elastic rubber bands to put at the root of my hair. Of course, make sure that you don't do them too tight. Of course, in this little section with how small these sections are, I'm tying the rubber band, you know, a little bit more, but I was definitely feeling and checking with my fingers to make sure that they weren't too tight. And this is how it looked when I was finished with them. I am not happy. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was not happy with how I sectioned off and parted my hair, but you know what? It's okay, whatever. You know, some sides, these sections are larger than the other sides are smaller. I don't know what I was doing. I think I probably had just one drink, but that was not gonna do that. I don't know what happened. You guys could see the back is just I don't know what happened right there with the parting either. It was so bad. So we'll definitely get better at that as I continue to do protective styles on myself, but I'm not mad. It's gonna be up. My hair is gonna be protected for the next 3 to 4 weeks. So yeah, at that point, I just wrapped up my hair. I took a break and then I went at it towards the end of the night and just already did some of my hair. Right here, these are the two different hair colors that I used, number 27 and 1B. And what I did, because since I had a short protective style, I just cut the synthetic hair in half and I had more hair to use while braiding. Did the same thing for the 1B, and I basically just took each hair and, well, I already did this part. I did this from the previous night, so I'm finishing off my hair in the morning, and I'm just taking half and half. Sometimes I did more black than blonde. Sometimes I did more blonde than black. It's your preference. Whatever you want more pick-a-booing out of your hair. The ends, since I'm like cutting off my ends and putting rubber bands at the ends, I don't have to worry about it being tapered or, you know, doing anything at that. I'm just gonna braid it into my hair. So this is the part where I'm starting to braid it in. You can see that I'm doing a loop, and you want to make sure with the rubber bands at your roots, you want to make sure that you're doing it and braiding the synthetic hair into your real hair tight enough where it's going to hide the rubber band and stay there. because some of them I didn't do them so tight at the root of my hair and you could see the rubber bands kind of sticking out. But you want to make sure that you're not doing too tight, because I did one of the braids like right behind my ear way too tight, and it had those little red bumps where it was irritated. I put some aloe vera on it. It was fine, but you don't want to do that. That's the worst thing you could do. So right here, I just put rubber bands at the ends and then I just trimmed them. And originally I really wanted this protective style to be a lot shorter, but you can see that my natural hair ends right there. So leaving me, little to no room of the braiding. So when I actually take it down, I can't cut. So I have to cut right by the rubber bands. And again, I'm just taking half and half of the hair. When I get closer to the front of my hair towards the edges, I'll do the braids a little bit thinner as well. And this is the last one. You see the parts, it looks clean as I braided it in. You probably can't see any rubber bands, but I do have a couple of it where it's showing the rubber bands. Again, right here, I'm doing the loop to make sure it's covering the rubber band at the roots. You could actually see too that my hair is breaking off towards the front, towards the end. So what I do too is I mix in that synthetic hair to go in with my real natural hair, so that way the braid is also even. Like, you don't want to braid down and then I run out of my natural hair and then it just looks funky. So I'm making sure that it's nice and tight at the roots. I'm obviously moving my hair to make sure that when I move it too, it's not too tight, because especially my edges in the front where it's already breaking off, I just want to be as gentle as possible with my damaged hair. I don't know what happened, you guys. I don't know if it's stress or what, but my hair was breaking off so badly. And like the past 2 months, I've been using hair vitamins. I've been using hair drops and stuff, and I've been seeing my hair getting thicker. But yeah, I'm transitioning again. It's a hot mess. But here I go where I'm adding the synthetic hair where it's even. So when I'm braiding it down, it looks even like that. It doesn't look all jacked up or anything. But here it goes, the last braid. You already know how exciting it is to have that last braid done like that. And then at the end, I'm just going to use the scissors to clean up any hair that's sticking out, some of that synthetic hair that sticks out. Be careful not to cut your hair, because like I said, I think I had this was the morning. I didn't have a drink in the morning. But the night before, yeah, when I was doing the braids before, I was like, oh shit, I almost cut my real hair. For the edges, I use Kaleidoscope, their edge control. This edge control is bomb. It's like a water base. It's not sticky or tacky at all when you put it on your edges. So I love it. It's so bomb. And then I was using some hair jewelry that I originally found underneath my sink, because it's been hard to find stuff at the beauty salons that are open right now due to the COVID-19 situation. So I was using with what I had. I wasn't too happy. I wish I had the actual other jewels, which I found in my other bathroom like a couple days later, that I did add it into my hair. But I wasn't mad at the ending results. I was actually happy. I'm gonna have to keep this in my hair for the next 3-4 weeks, so I have no choice but to be happy. But here it goes up close. It's clean. I'm not mad, you guys. I think next time I will probably do an all black instead of adding the blonde in. This is how the hair is looking 2 weeks after I did it. And all together, okay, so the mistake that I made too, that I don't recommend you guys doing, is that I washed and blow dried and sectioned off and braided my hair all in like end of the night and the next morning type of thing. So altogether, I would say it took me 8 or 9 hours to do my entire hair. But as far as the braiding process and the sectioning off process, I would say it probably took 5 or 6 hours. I wasn't counting. My husband Julio was clowning on me. He was saying it took 19 hours, but I swear to you guys, it did not take 19 hours. Altogether, it probably took 8 hours to be realistic. But okay, let me take this off. Now this actual scarf thing is by a black owned company by Swirly curly, I'll attach the information down below with this too, but I always use this with my natural hair and my protective styles because it doesn't yank out my edges. It has that nice material that's really soft on your hair, and it's great. I love them. They also have little scrunchies and stuff that I use too. That's bomb. So I'll attach that down below. And the hair that I did use is the rast-a-fri. I always use this pack of hair. I am not entirely sure if it is by a Black-owned company, but Sherelle Jackson is a professional braiding specialist and a product developer of this, so I'm not sure if it's Black-owned. It could be Black-owned, but they're putting Sherelle Jackson in front of the product, maybe to promote sales, who knows. I'll try to find out, but it's really, another thing too is that it's really hard to kind of search for these Black-owned companies to make sure that they are Black-owned, because there's a lot of natural hair products that I was, you know, chanting about being Black-owned when in reality they were sold to a white-owned company. So I'm gonna do better with that and make sure that these companies that I'm actually shouting out are Black-owned, and if not, you know, it is what it is. I'll let you guys know whether or not they are Black-owned or not, but that's the goal, is to focus more and support more Black-owned companies. I was kind of struggling with the front too. I do not like this part right here at all. It looks too spaced open for me. I'm probably kind of like over examining myself. So that's why I put like these braids over here and then this braids over here. It looks kind of a little funky right there, but that's okay. And then sometimes I will wear it like this and just kind of like tie this hair to this. Oh, and I just took out a rubber band right now. But yeah, I'll wear it like that so it's kind of like out of my face, and then you still get like, you know, little cute ones sticking out. And I've also been to the beach, playing in the sand, doing the most with the boys. So this protective style has held up. I wish I would have done them a little bit thicker. The last time I felt like I did them too thick and I didn't have enough braids. And this time around, I feel like I just have a lot more. I think I counted like 56 or 60 braids in here, with the last time I had like 40 something. So, I mean, it feels more dense and it feels more full, and I like it. But, yeah, I felt like I should have done them a little bit thicker. So here it is. Now it flows. The first day it was so stiff, you guys. It was like this, like but now, you know, it flows, it moves, it looks nice. So that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I tried to make it longer from the last time I did the video because I had a couple of you requesting it to be longer, but I didn't want to make it too long to the point that I'm boring y'all. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.